There's no place to escape to.
This is the last street.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Be live now. Now we are live. That's
Utterly
it. That's
and completely
it. It's
refused to start this show.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the last stream on the left, everyone. I am Ben with Marcus and Henry. We think we're live. We really have no idea, but
We'll
you
find
know
out.
what? Whatever it is, we're going to have a lot of fun. So thank you all so much for being with us. We hope you're doing as well as you can in these uncertain times. But we're going to have a lot of fun, and this is the new way we're doing it. So get used to it now. Smile, just smile.
So scary. You're so scary when you say this is the new way we're doing it.
New way we're doing it.
Why? When have we ever had a stream when it first comes out? Because when it comes down to it, don't you want it to you want to feel that homespun, locally sourced stream energy?
Yeah, but Henry, every single person now films themselves and their family having sex with each other. Our audience probably knows how to do this better than us.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey man, they have skin in the game. They're trying to fuck their aunt. We're starting this, so we're back on Tuesday. This is fucking great, but we decided to start with the Marcus mandate.
Dude, this is unbelievable. It's been a long time coming. When was the last time we had a Marcus mandate? 2.5 months ago?
Maybe.
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
It's been a while. I mean, there's no real grossness here.
Well, do you remember the last time we got kicked off of fucking Twitch? Was the combo. So we'll talk about that first of all. So we got kicked off Twitch, I guess 8 minutes in. We had no clue it was 8 minutes in. I think it's the combo of the Baldo. That was obviously the thing that got us kicked. But then
that was the catalyst, yeah.
That was the catalyst.
Yeah.
And then we had the which I can even show now, which is nice. I can actually show it.
Well, this still will be on YouTube in a few.
Let him kick us off of YouTube. Let him do it.
Well, then we actually don't have a platform.
We
did not storm the Capitol. We should have a platform.
It doesn't really make any sense why we would shut up for something that was made. Just give it to me. Where's my fucking picture? But
so, Henry, you want to show the Baldo again to repeat the error that you made last time, which got it kicked off of Twitch, but then you want to do that to get us kicked off of YouTube.
And now you want to do that 3 minutes into the stream and not 8.
So that's the lesson that you learned before. You do see it.
I've been looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I don't really understand why this was such a big deal. But you also showed that man do a whole fucking big thick rail of cocaine, Marcus, and then you also showed the grapefruit dick sucking video.
Yes,
I'm just gonna say it takes.
In my defense, we don't know if that cocaine was real. 1, 2, I didn't know about the male nipple rule because the guy was also not wearing a shirt. No, on Twitch you can't show male nipple. I didn't know you couldn't show male nipple. And 3, that woman, there were no penises in that video in any way whatsoever. Yes, she was graphically describing penises, but the thing that she actually shoved down her throat was merely a cylindrical piece of rubber and was not
I agree with Marcus.
A penis.
Should have been a lawyer. This was a mistake.
Absolutely.
This was a mistake being a podcast.
If you can't shove plastic down your throat, are you even an American? Right. That is what we do. Right. And speaking of what we do,
and just so you know,
Marcus Sparks bringing us some of the hottest videos around.
It's good, and also we can't. We are going to in the middle of our. That was kind of the technical difficulties, problems that we can't see the chat, but Travis is looking at the chat, and so we'll see what old titties decides to throw towards our attention.
And I don't have my own mic. So.
Travis doesn't have a microphone, so we'll see how it all works out. He'll scream the information to me, or he'll tell Puffin, who's hanging out with me, and then Puffin will relay the message. So save all your best stuff on the chat for next week. You can actually read it. So throw out your Henny Youngman.
I realize people just heard me for 10 minutes going test.
Well, isn't that test? This is technically what got Papa John's fired from being a CEO, isn't it? But we're better boys than he.
I think it was the N-word.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, that was the problem. The whole different thing. All right, Marcus.
I know he was playing a character, but it gets everyone gets put in jail for that.
Mr. Parks, what do you have in store? Whoa!
Well, we're going to start off with
Let's do it.
Here she is. We're going to start off with... Okay, so we have from Fernando what we're going to do. We're going to start it off this, I guess, new adventure into the world of YouTube streaming, Patreon streaming.
Yeah.
With something nice and fun and kind of sweet. Let's just watch the Beep Beep Man.
Let's do it.
I like a Beep Beep Man. This is called Beep Beep Man?
Beep Beep Man.
That's what I call him.
It sounds like the guy that they used to hire, he used to stand in front of the Walmart.
This is plucked straight from my brain.
Okay.
If I'm walking down the street, this is what I hear.
This is, wait a second. I want to see how many instruments he has. So
I think he's got 8 on him.
Wait a second. Oh, so I thought he was playing the accordion as well. He is just playing the horn.
No, he's just playing the farts.
No, he's just covered in horns. And he knows exactly which one to hit.
Do you think that those feel weird on his dick?
Maybe.
Like the vibration.
Honestly, probably. He kind of looks like Vecman a little bit from Ghostbusters. I think the guy's got a good look going. Is there a large audience for Beep Beep music?
I mean, you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Henry enjoyed it. Right? You enjoyed it?
Well, I don't know if I listened into like an entire album of it. I know that what I would, like, you know how when you used to go outside and like in a gathering of people, that music would actually be really fun to hear when you're like walking through a square. Like,
yeah, of course.
It reminded me of
imagine.
But of course, you can also imagine Robert Durst listening to that exact same song as he decapitated and murdered his ex-wife.
I mean, Ben, imagine you're back in Kenosha. Put yourself back in Kenosha.
I have.
There's a butter sculpture just to your left. That man is doing the honk honk to the right. How happy are you?
I'm actually unbelievably freaking thrilled.
Oh, absolutely.
I am unbelievably happy.
I have to ask a weird question. If you never found the love of theater, like if theater never embraced you with open arms like it has.
It didn't embrace me. I was cast as a tree when I was 6 years old, and then when I was in college, they had me do set design.
You were too big. But they didn't know your potential fully. But let's say you didn't do. What do you think you'd be doing in Steven's Point right now?
How much for your daughter? I don't know. I think if I was in Stevens Point right now, I would probably be, maybe I'd be running the hottest nightclub in town. And we'd have Big Cheese Thursdays, and we'd have Little Cheese Tuesdays, and I'd have all the hottest DJs come, and they'd play all of the greatest different kind of Stained. They would play Stained, and they would play like nonstop, like cool Petty music.
I wonder about you owning a venue, because you just have like, because now when you're home, you have decorations, which is great. Now that you have, but you just bought like one plaque that says like, "Stay here."
Stay a while. I bought it from Target. I got that from Target. I got another one that says, "Work hard and be nice to people." It's a good message. And then "Stay a while" is like, it should just say "Don't leave." Yeah. But they don't make the knickknacks to really describe the depression of living alone with 2 dogs. Yeah. So it just says "Stay a while," which is really the positive version of like, please don't leave me. This might be my last night.
Yeah. I heard that Ariel Castro had the same thing in his home.
Hey, well, you know what? Yes, it was horrible what happened to those women for 15 years, but they got to go on stage at that hip hop concert, which is something I've never got to do. So, kind of nice. And I love those.
That is true. And of course, we know Elizabeth Smart was on The Masked Dancer, or The Masked Singer.
It all works out. Finally, justice in this world. She deserves it. There's nothing I like better than seeing a missing woman do something with a hawk head on. Like she had some kind of chicken head mask on.
You wait, though. You wait until a Hollywood producer. It's happening this weekend. We don't know where it is happening. We don't know who it's going to happen to.
No.
They're going to abduct a child, and they're going to be like, in 20 years, we're going to debut this child on a television show, and everyone will be like, there she is. And they'll be like, where has she been the whole time? And he'll be, then he'll be like, I was her agent.
That is legitimately Taylor Swift's story.
Oh. Did T Swift have it bad?
No. She came from an immense amount of money, and she was groomed by Hollywood executives. She was actually personally debuted. They put her out at this big corporate meeting where she was essentially sold to the various record companies. She comes from the Illuminati. She's just anybody else in Hollywood.
They used to do that at radio stations when you had to premiere on radio stations in order to be an artist. So they would do the personal songs. But of course she did. Can you imagine if they debuted Henry? If they took the sheet off and they're just like, Henry Zabrowski, everybody.
Sign him, Carnegie Hall tomorrow.
Sign him.
Love that fucking belly slap.
Slap baby. All right.
I didn't show my pubes just then, did I?
No, I don't think you have the pube.
No, I shaved them down. My pubes are very wiry and thin.
Wait, you shaved your pubes down?
Yeah.
That is like me taking a glass and dipping it in the ocean and throwing it on the sand and be like, it's just a little drier now, isn't it? What are you talking? You are a pube. Your entire body is covered in pube-like hair.
It's my chest hair is just getting longer and longer, and then my pubic hair. It's just fun to maintain the pubic hair because then it's bear. Then some be like, oh, is that some kind of professional spa bear?
Beautiful. I love it. I love that Natalie, she wants you to be a man until she's looking at your dick, and then she wants it to be nice and shaved like
I don't shave it. I don't shave it. I maintain it.
Natalie is not a pedophile, just to clear that up.
No, she's not. She's a grown man.
Well, you mentioned bears. Let's see what's going on with the buffalo and why you should stay far away from them. Far away. Don't bother the buffalo.
Seems like a dream photo op as these sightseers come across a herd of bison. But this woman starts raising concerns.
How close does she have to get?
She seems fearless as she approaches the huge
Zoom in! Just use the zoom!
No, she wants to be close.
Then it all goes horribly wrong.
Oh my God, it got her. Oh my God.
The woman
Yup,
is
her husband is like,
yup. Hordes of beasts.
That happened.
Hey, Becky,
Look at
get
all
back
these.
here.
Look at
God, she doesn't have any pants.
Witnesses rush to help the stricken woman.
Oh my God! Talk about not heroes.
There's a buffalo out there with that woman's jeans. Hanging she is right here.
You can see the jeans hanging from the
Oh my
bison's
God.
horns. Eventually, this guy manages to retrieve them.
I got the jeans.
Gosh, there's her keys.
Oh, there are
We weren't
keys.
sure if she was alive or if she was dead, but then she did finally move
You guys are horrible people.
as she was getting help.
The accident at Custer State Park in South Dakota is the latest bison drama caught on camera.
Look at all those heroes.
This youngster survived a bison
Woo!
attack in Yellowstone.
Man,
last
these
year.
people.
And this
Whoa!
Yellowstone visitor
Oh,
actually
this
started
guy-
Oh, look
taunting
at the
one of
size of
the
that thing.
Don't you ever
Get out of there,
out
you
of your
jacket.
car.
Unkeep up.
Don't
Hit him.
ever get out of your car.
Okay, these are wild animals.
Ron McGill of Zoo Miami.
Oh, this guy's a real
I think one of the
he's a
things
real
that makes bison
VIG.
So dangerous is that they don't really give you signs of getting agitated. A cat will put its ears back, will snarl, and do something like a bison might.
Who is this
and then
guy?
in a split-second turn on.
Who is
The
this
woman in South
Jersey
Dakota-
buffalo
Once I start to
expert?
smell like
And lifted
Italian
to the hospital,
lasagna, I
but
start to get mad.
reportedly escaped serious injury.
She's for sure lucky to be alive.
Oh my God.
Wow. And it's nice they found her pants. Well, you know what? What
man,
I
if
actually
you have-
feel I have a lot.
You know how hard it is to find the great fit jean.
Oh, absolutely. And then when they discontinue them, that's a nightmare. But it's like I actually have empathy for all of those buffalo who just want to be left alone. I am the buffalo. And leave me alone, or I'm going to end up wearing your pants on my ear.
Hey, big guy! What
Hey,
are you doing
big
over
guy.
there, big guy?
What's what I'm doing? But I have to say, the buffalo with the jeans hanging from its horn, it's kind of like when your dog gets into something it's not supposed to, and it's all over its face, and it's kind of cute. We're like, "Did you attack that woman, buffalo?" And they're like, "No." And it's like, "Well, no. Are you sure? Are you lying?"
You're wearing jeans as a hat, Mr. Buffalo.
Mr. Buffalo. No.
What would possess you to get out of the car?
Hubris.
Honestly, I blame Disney. How many deaths has Disney caused by the idea that animals are free?
They have been lying to children for forever. Animals are not your friends. Even Wendy. As soon as I'm a corpse, Wendy will be chewing on my face, eating my little Polish penis in a fucking second. She'll be chewing on my body. All rules are gone as soon as the food stops flowing.
Wendy is not going to be, she's not going to eat your, I don't think dogs do that. Cats do that.
Cats sad. Yeah, cats go for the, well, dogs will get sad until they're starving. And then once they're starving, then they start eating the fleshy parts.
And again, so they won't be going after Henry's penis if they're starving. If you know what I mean.
There's some fleshier parts. There's some fleshier parts to go for first. There's a big
man. Roast mode, and I have a career. I bought bread at the store today.
Yeah, you don't even, your cock isn't even big enough to fill up a chihuahua's stomach. I've said that as an insult to you so many times. Sir, how do you know how much cock it takes to fill up a chihuahua's stomach? You'd
be surprised. I'll tell you what, it's not so much the stomach you got to worry about, it's his throat. That's the hard passageway, honestly, because the belly can expand, but it's really getting it past the teeth.
That is the hard part, isn't it? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, you guys remember, like way back in the day when we used to do the live shows at the Creek and the Cave, and we would essentially do this on stage. Mm-hmm. Remember how many videos we used to find of people that would watch others on television and show signs that they were reptilians?
Oh yeah,
of course, dude. It changed my whole worldview. I remember how many of those videos were just being like, because then you became obsessed about looking for the irises,
right?
But then it turns out, like, I think some races have the little lizard irises. I'm not certain. I'm not a scientist or a biologist.
I don't think that is the case. I think that some races have bad TVs, and those races have to do film set TV and then post it onto their bad computers, and they're like, "Look it's blurry."
Well, I mean, of course, it seems this was a big deal more in the Obama years. Like, it was really big from 2008 to 2016 or so, and then
To be fair, that one Secret Service agent that Obama had was at the very least very ugly. Yeah. At the very least, he was ugly.
Crime of all.
Yeah, at the very least. But what I found, there are some stalwarts that never gave up the game. There are people that to this day are still sniffing out reptilians on television and putting YouTubes up about
Somebody's got to. We've had the worst actual human being be president for 4 years. It's nice to get back into reptilians.
Yeah.
Can I just ask this, though? Let's say reptilians are real.
Hold on a second.
Let's say reptilians are real, and they truly believe they're real. This is how they're going to take them down.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're not going to do anything more proactive than just post on Twitter or post on YouTube.
It's awareness. It's awareness, man. It's getting critical mass of the awareness.
Oh, all right. So that's their part.
Do you remember from Manifesto's episode where that one guy, he kept saying all these guys kept trying to suck his dick, and then he started calling them Martians, and then he started shooting them, he started killing people? Like, that's where it goes. That's the problem, is that if you really want to get rid of reptilians, it's more going to be a lot of people, like, shooting a guy who owns a gym with a fucking crossbow, or like, because LA's filled with reptilians. If any place is, this place is filled with.
Yeah, it has to be. And also, Henry, he just purchased himself, or soon to be crossbow owner, Henry Zabrowski. So we'll know.
In the
chat, bought a fucking crossbow.
And also, we'll get to that in a second. But Travis Morningstar, chat update.
In the chat, we've got a lot of all work and no play makes Ben a dull boy.
A lot of all work and no play makes Ben a dull boy. All right.
That's all he does is work. That's all he does is work.
That's all I do. No, I've mixed the two in a way that makes me nullify fun.
That's right.
Yep.
Let's get a reptilian update.
Human female. See around
Okay.
the eyes, it's flat.
Yep.
Look at the creatures.
Whoa!
See the hooded eyes? Look
I mean,
like
she
anybody
is a
we know.
Kellyanne Conway.
See the human?
What?
See the creature?
Whoa!
It's
She's
like a
just got
mask they
problems.
wear.
Whoever that woman
Just
is. Is she a
all-
Scientologist?
none of it.
Is that a
Honestly,
general?
It's just a mask. See the human? Better
I
wake
don't
up.
actually.
I don't see it.
Wait. Whoa!
Wake up, bro.
You know, I actually find
Better wake
the
up.
woman that he considers a reptilian to be more human looking than the other woman, because at least the woman he thinks is a reptilian has wrinkles. She looks like she's lived a full life. The other woman looks almost too good. I think that
She's
she
got
might be the
wrinkles.
reptilian.
She's got wrinkles.
Nope.
That's why I was looking at the other woman's face too. She's got fucking wrinkles. She's got a weird head
I
too.
don't
But
know. I guess. Well, either way,
they're
wake
both,
up.
They're both like. I mean, like they both like. If they were my aunt, I'd like her. But if she's a reptilian, she needs to be fucking decapitated.
Well, is that the
She's
way?
not a reptilian.
Is that the way that you kill a reptile? Do you
Many types of
decapitate?
ways. You could fucking keep it in your house and starve it. You could hobble it by cutting off its feet, chaining it, and having it fucking starve to death, especially if you play nothing but happy music because it feeds off of negative vibes. But then you could shoot it in the head. You could fucking blow it up with a rocket launcher. You could set it on fire. Any one of these. You just as soon as you decide that someone's a reptilian, you could do anything you want to them.
But you shouldn't.
I love that. That's
You shouldn't
But you
decide
shouldn't.
anyone's
What
a
you
reptilian.
should.
unless, of course, they are.
Imperative.
You just.
You can.
I love what you just described, Henry. You did. That was like Misery meets that one movie with Seth Rogen when they went and they beat Kim Jong-un up and they shot him with something. National Police or something. What was it called? Big Butts, Little Socks. What was the name of that movie?
Oh, bad.
What was the name of that movie?
It was Seth Rogen's the guy, and then there's another guy, and then
Meatballs in Paradise.
it might have been Super Bad 2.
The great
Super Bad 2.
Porky's.
Porky's.
I'm not
That's
sure
a
what
movie, man.
That's
That's
a
the movie
movie.
you're talking about, dude. That's a whole movie. It's just about like looking at women and go to the bathroom. That was my father's favorite movie.
That was a large part of the plot of Porky's did revolve around looking at women go to the bathroom.
My father just loved Porky's.
Yeah.
That's
The
weird.
scene when the basketball coach has sex with the other basketball coach and she starts screaming and everyone thinks it's real funny.
Yeah, and then the other one
He
where
grabs Mother Wink.
the guy puts his dick through the hole,
Yeah.
and then they all grab his dick because he just sticks his dick through the hole. And they're all they're all children. They're all kids.
No. Well,
They're
no,
18.
they're in college, I believe.
No, they're in
I
high
think that they're in
high
college.
school.
That's high school?
It's high school, yeah. Yeah.
Now, they were more mature than me. Honestly, Kellyanne Conway, perhaps that's what she's doing with all these nude pictures she's sending around, trying to get her daughter cast in the new Porky's. What a weird family that is.
Yeah, you
Good
know what?
Lord.
Weird is a good word for it. Yeah, they're real weird. That's some real.
They are
strange.
weird.
Real
Ugh.
strange.
Anyway.
Well, I mentioned 2008 earlier, and we're going to jump back to 2008 again right now. And I'm going to ask, did y'all ever actually watch Mind Freak?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch the actual show?
No.
You never watched Chris Angel's Mind Freak, Ben?
I know of it. I know him. I actually don't hate him. I like magic, to be honest, but I didn't really watch the show.
So, Henry.
I know he's a little bit on the teabaggy side, right?
A little bit. Well, I mean, that's.
He's
you know,
just
we're
not
actually,
your mother's magician.
I mean, we're actually going to do a little test right now. Because, Henry, I don't know if you've seen the introduction to Mind Freak since 2008.
It's been a while.
I'd like you to take another pass at it, and then we can see what we think of Chris Angel.
Sure.
Interesting fact about the Mind Freak theme song, probably not a big surprise, produced by Jonathan Davis of Korn.
Korn.
Hey,
I had one of those moments the other day where I was listening to my classic rock station, and Korn played.
Sure. I like Korn. Of course, everything that we liked is now classic rock, Henry. That was 30 years ago.
A long time
25,
ago.
23 years ago at the earliest, I think. But you know what I have to say in defense of Korn? First of all, he showed his balls to the audience, which was funny. And second of all, he was one of the first to ever chat with his audience on the internet, and they really got to hang out with him, which is kind of nice.
Why do you know these
things? His fans were... I actually don't know how I know that. Oh, I know how I know that. Ian Finance. The comedian Ian Finance, he likes all music that people should have grown out of. And he posted that on his Instagram. And that's why we love Ian, because he is really too into ska. I guess that's happened. He's sober. So I don't know.
Yeah, sober. Yeah, ska is, it's a sober man's game.
I don't know why that is.
Straight edge kid.
You gotta be really tight to play ska. And you can't be drinking.
You mean to tell me the guy that danced in the Mighty Mighty Ballstones wasn't drunk?
Oh yeah, dude. Travis has a Travis Morningstar update. Perfect update, Travis.
Chris Angel had a Broadway show.
Okay.
He did.
Called Chris Angel Raw. And it was, I watched the last video where he posted like on his final night of his residency. And he is a gracious, beautiful performer.
Oh, well then we love Chris Angel.
He loves his audience more than he loves his own dick.
What do you? I don't know about that. But what do we think about this? Yes, magicians are known for being a little overbearing, a little condescending. But is that because people have mocked them so much throughout their lives? If we treat the magician with respect, could we actually make a cool magician? Because right now, Penn and Teller are the coolest we got. One doesn't talk, and the other one just seems to be overbearing.
Oh, extraordinarily overbearing.
Can we make a cool magician? Can we like us?
More so back in the day, I mix HPB, LRH, using magic on one side, slowly but surely turning into what I call LRH. I'd even call it, like, Scientology is more of a lifestyle brand than it is anything.
Which one's HBB again? HPB?
Helena, madam. It's like that's
Blavatsky.
Blavatsky, yeah.
And so the idea that
Blavatsky.
I need somebody with some depth.
Yeah, yes indeed.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Of course.
First of all, why isn't there a porn star named Johnny Depp?
There probably is.
If there is not a porn star named Johnny Depp, if you have a porn star dick, please use that name and use that dick.
Totally a dude named Johnny Depp. It's John E. Depp.
That's great. Good for him. Kissel. This has come up a couple times. You've talked about male porn stars a couple times today because I was with you earlier today. What if you became a manager for male porn talent?
The problem is there's not a lot of money.
Stable, you know what I mean? It's called The Buck Stops Here. It's what you got. The very big thing, right? Because all you do is got these big old boys,
Harry Truman,
right?
Very Harry Truman of you. Thank you.
And then I don't know. You peddle them.
I don't think Johnny Depp needs he doesn't need your help at all. From his bio on Pornhub, this guy packs such serious dark meat that even the strictest vegan girl would get dehydrated from drooling over the side of his sausage.
Jeez, let me see. I'm trying to find it.
Honestly, that's really smart because he's saying if you're a vegan, no big deal. As long as you can handle this meat, it's all good.
When Johnny's about to get his fuck gears in motion, he never discriminates, banging girls of all ages, colors, shapes, and sizes.
Whoa, any size?
Good for him. Honestly, Johnny Depp, he is not just depth when it comes to his penis being inside of another person's physical body. It's depth in spirituality and depth in the mind. I don't care. Women, large, small, big, tall, whatever it might be. You're worthy of the Johnny Depp treatment.
And he'll eat his own cum.
Really?
I was just seeing it.
It's on the resume.
Oh my God.
I didn't even put it up there.
Isn't that weird how different resumes get you different jobs? Because that resume for porn is probably great, but for Shoney's, that's a bad one. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm sorry. I think I gave you my porn resume here at Taco John's. I got my Taco John's resume to the porn place. So I've been doing a lot of weird sex.
If you have a long-running porn career, it shows that you can stick to a job, like you can do it. And because being in porn, I can't imagine, especially a male talent in porn, that's got to be like the highest turnover rate in the world. because, like, who cares about the dudes?
Absolutely. I agree. That's why the dicks are just there. They're supposed to be faceless, nameless. Very rare.
Like, I
don't even want to hear that.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I got the stream pulled up here, actually. Travis, show me the stream. I'll read a few comments. Oh, this is old.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm just gonna use my wets. I'm gonna use my wet wipes.
Use your wets.
All right, well, this next video, Travis, this is something that I believe you would enjoy. It's not extraordinarily dark, but it still seems right up your wheelhouse. This guy's name's Robert Athy. He's a musician.
Travis's response to you saying that is like, what? Like I do the dark stuff? Yeah, Travis. You showed a dead baby on our. Yeah, you
remember that
dead baby? Oh my God, that was like,
that was the last Adult Swim stream. That was the very last one where he showed the fucking dead baby on it. Oh, great memories.
Dead baby. There was the stream before that when he showed a whole story about domestic violence, about a man beating his children.
Everyone got upset.
No punchline.
Everyone upset.
Yeah, that is just a preview of what we will. All of our children will show our dead bodies on TikTok.
That's a good point, Travis. He makes a good point.
Well, this guy, he's a musician. His name's Robert Athy. He's sponsored by, according to the YouTube, according to the title, he's sponsored by Ripped with a T, the number 2, Shreds with a Z, apparel.com.
This is my
okay, hear me out, guys.
When you say Ripped to Shreds apparel, the clothing needs to be like whole. When I get it.
Yeah. Well, that's number 1. Great point. But I have an idea too. What if we have a clothing company with a name that's impossible to search on the internet?
Yes.
Because we spell everything wrong. Yes.
Exclusivity.
Yes. Just for us.
Well, I mean, you're about to see, this guy is fucking ripped.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Ooh, land shark. This must be in Florida.
It is.
I love it. He might be honestly, he might be in Margaritaville.
I hate
I'm better than bad. I'm the man of steel.
Oh, he hearts.
Oh, he likes himself.
Yeah, I'm the real deal. Down at the
wow.
Ooh, lit.
Wild buck on the loose. All the ladies they line.
Is this Johnny Depp's brother?
Whoa, security's got to pull up.
Yeah. You won't last long.
Whoa!
Oh, cool. Look at that kick.
Oh, yeah.
He almost got
kicked
it all the way up.
Pumped up like a 12 gauge. Adrenaline pumping, I'm full of rage. Beast mode on, party down. I'm gonna kick it off right with some Jackie and Crambo.
Honestly, you rented out this entire bar for at least 3 hours for this.
I think it's during quarantine. Oh no, this shut 20 minutes.
No telling where you might land.
Oh, yeah.
Always coming at you strong. It's survival of the fittest. You won't last long.
Whoa. You mean like I'll come fast?
Super fast. He's coming at you big.
Honestly, I think this guy might
bigger, faster, stronger than you. Just live with it. There ain't nothing you can do on the top.
No, you should see all of his YouTube channels. Like the rest of his videos are all about how much he loves.
Oh, really?
This life is about to explode.
I just feel like this is just something that men say to other men.
I will stand by always coming at your big.
No, he likes women. Make no mistake about it. He's very vocal.
He holds he holds the microphone like he's holding a man's dick to keep him hostage. Well, he is.
Too tough to tame. Yeah,
it's 2 audience members. The only 2, from what I can tell, both tried to attack.
Driven so mad by his fucking Fred Durst style.
Couldn't he have offered like 20 of his friends free beer to at the very least have a fake audience?
Do you remember shooting sketch comedy in 2007, Kissel, and what it was like to get a crowd of people to show up?
We just gave everyone free booze!
They were his employees.
Wow. But you know what?
That's Robert Athy.
I actually could see that song being played, and it's not bad enough for people like at a strip club, for example. If that song's being played, I think people just go with it.
Yeah, you're.
I think it's
coming at you big, coming at you strong.
Yeah,
it's good enough. It's good enough to be played and not notice how bad it is if you're not focused on how horrible it is.
If I am sitting there half hard, I will literally listen to anything.
Yeah, it's not. Wow, it's sad. Actually, it makes it much sadder. It makes it sadder.
What?
The whole thing is just that he really was trying to do that, and then obviously it didn't work out. But I mean, I'm sure he found Casey Anthony, and I hope they have a great family together.
She likes
he put out. I would say she does.
Fernando.
I think I've checked out his YouTube. He put out 8 videos over about a period of 2 years.
Oh, he was hitting it.
It was a fun hobby. It was a fun hobby for him for a while.
He was hitting it hard. We have some Fernando news.
Yeah, when that video was playing, Fernando texted me, "This guy is all cum gutters."
Oh, Fernando. Yes, I'm sure you heard that. Fernando, he said the guy is cum gutters. Wow.
Are we allowed to say
cum
gutters?
Cum gutters.
Well,
I have not heard that term before.
I am really happy, but yeah, let's.
Oh, you know what the cum gutters are? I've just been informed. It's the D'Angelo. Yeah. It's
the pressed line between the well-defined abdominal muscles of it. Cum gutters.
And then you put the cum in there. Yeah.
Whoa! I've seen a lot of dick when you look that up. Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa! Well, thank you for the insight. And
cum gutters.
That's nice. If I ever see something for cum gutters, I'll know that is not something for my yard, and I'm not going to have them come over and clean any kind of cum gutter out.
Well, that's why they call underneath the titty area, they call that the pencil holders.
Oh, I've heard that. Meat holders, notebook holders, hand holders.
You have?
Dog holders.
I want some
wallet
broom
holders.
with them.
Yeah, broom holders.
Wow, you said
anything
you
could
hold up a whole broom?
You could put anything under some of those, and it'll stay.
Yeah, she was an old Slavic woman. Just popped it right underneath.
I love her.
Made it really difficult to go through doors, though. You gotta go through sideways.
But I tell you what, her fucking house cleaning service is impeccable.
Must have hurt her back having to mop like that. Oh my God! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Come on, guys.
Let's hear Stephen Baldwin ask some hard questions to a man who doesn't.
Oh my God!
Definitely.
I still like him better than his older brother.
Okay. Here, roll that back because I want to hear this opening. I think his opening statement. This is like a dramatic scene between them.
I have a horrible question for you.
Okay.
It's in the future. You and Kate have had a son. He's 5 years old. Terrorists kidnap you.
Okay. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Question. I'm the terrorist.
Whoa!
You have a choice. I give you a gun. We're gonna go away. You kill your son. We'll come back and kill you. Or you stay here. Let us take your son. We'll kill him. Then we'll come back and kill you. Which do you choose?
Like a writer from the show.
Why is he even entertaining this question?
No way.
I never give up.
2 choices.
I'd kill my son. If there was no...
Stop!
He killed his own son.
If he was in a burning building,
What did you just say?
I'd kill my son.
What did God do?
Flipping it.
God killed his own son in a way that would be an example to everyone of his love. Why? In the killing of his son, in the spiritual realm, there's now a way for you to be free from sin. You follow me?
This guy is really getting shook.
Allows you to be
Oh
free
no, buddy!
from sin.
Oh, he's been hit in the head a lot. Leave him alone, Baldwin. Oh my God. And another one. I honestly do not. If you hang out with fighters, do not give fighters situations and predicaments that they have to extrapolate on mentally that aren't tangibly real. You're going to break them. And he obviously got broken. No hypotheticals. You broke that poor fighter, and Dana White is gonna be like, "What happened, bro?" He's like, "I was hanging out with Stephen Baldwin, and he broke my brain." And I said, "I'd kill my son."
I have to kill my own son.
And they're like, "You don't have a son."
The whole thing doesn't even make. It just doesn't.
Forum looks like right now.
What is that?
That is the cute. His face is literally being like, "They said there was gonna be mass arrests."
But also,
Nancy Pelosi was going to go into a dog cage.
She might be in one of those. Who knows what people are into? But at no point, what about he's a UFC fighter and Baldwin's the kidnapper? What about just beating the shit out of Stephen Baldwin? That's how
you get it.
No way out. You don't get it, man. No way out.
Fucking get
There's
it.
no way out.
Options.
It doesn't even. It makes God look super weak.
He gave him 2 options. It shows that God gave up and couldn't let his son live enough. Because it's kind of like, in my way, it's like imagining God put the idea into Kurt Cobain's head to fucking blow his brains out, because he knew for a fact that eventually Kurt Cobain was going to go on to make a bunch of like weird like Latino world music that he shouldn't be doing later on, and deeply embarrassed himself. He became like flamenco Kurt. You know what I mean? They knew that was going to happen, that he was going to get deep into like the most like horrible, like, you know, ruin his legacy. So God actually convinced him to commit fucking suicide instead of ruining everything.
Well, what if? Okay, my hypothetical is Kurt Cobain lives, but Kurt Cobain is now the lead singer and guitar player for Hollywood Vampires with Johnny Depp. And
I'm there.
Nobody
I'm fucking
likes
there,
it.
buddy. What are you talking about? I'm fucking there,
It's
dude.
gonna give credit.
You think that's going to be good if he ruins his entire legacy by having an old man band that sounds like
I am? What are you even fucking talking about, buddy? Front row.
Okay. All right.
I'm the face of that fan. I'm the front row going, Johnny!
Ironically enough, an interesting enough, Mr. Zabrowski, ironically, that was actually the deal that Kurt made. He realized you would be the #1 fan, and he blew his freaking brains out. Isn't that weird?
Good.
Isn't that weird?
If he can't handle me, he doesn't deserve me. I'm glad he's dead.
Okay, you said it. You said it. Wow.
Y'all want to see how...
I always like to have religious beliefs that don't involve me having to kill my son. Just for the record. I remember I was talking to this Christian dude at a wedding I was at. He was really crazy evangelical. And he was like, "So, you ever steal?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "So, you ever murder?" I was like, "No." And he's like, "In the eyes of God, same thing." Basically, that's what he was saying. I was like, "Yeah, but you know what? Tell that to the victims of murder.
Yeah.
It's much worse." But anyway, that's just one of my Ben Kisselisms where I beat this man senseless in a mental way.
Y'all want to see how Canadian police are trained to deal with knives?
Yes.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Shut your engine off.
Please. Please.
What the fuck do you want? I want to see your driver's license.
Whoa!
What for? Christ, I'm only a
You'd be
black
shot,
girl.
bro.
Why don't you let me go? Look, I just want to see your driver's license. Oh, Christ. I got it here somewhere. It's in the car. I'll get it.
Get your hands out of your pocket. Oh, you're about to get
Most
shot, bro.
people have drawn inner boundaries they don't want crossed. And sometimes the blade is there to guard those boundaries.
Here's my license. Why don't you come and get it? Drop the knife. Fuck you. I said, drop the knife. Oh.
Whoa,
yeah. Sorry.
Hi there. Say, do you have a driver's license? You just roll through that stop sign back there.
Is here somewhere.
Am I being
No
pulled over?
problem. Something with your photo, name on it. That'll be fine.
The hell?
Yeah, right in his fucking face!
This represents imminent danger for sure.
Get away from here. Get out of the way.
Oh, you got
I gotta shoot him in
What
the
he's
head!
telling you is, don't invade my
Buffalo Bills
space or
fan?
Go
I'll
after him,
attack
he's
you.
got a 3-inch knife. It's the same exact knife that the other man had.
Barney, open up.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's a landlord!
I love all the comfortable sweatpants.
Oh yeah! Right. Yeah,
Everything is so freaking good. Those guys are so talented.
They're the best.
That reminds me. I told Henry this. I don't even know if I want to say it, but that I saw the little knife. Do you want to hear the grossest sentence I've ever heard? Adam Carolla actually said it. It was the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life. Do you want to hear it, Marcus?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, yeah, I may have cut the cheese, baby, but you licked the knife."
Isn't
that the grossest? I randomly stumbled upon his show, and that was the first thing that I heard. And I was like,
I don't even know. What does that mean? What is
licked his asshole?
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to think. The joke makes you visualize Adam Carolla getting his butt licked.
You like? Oh,
No. I think he was talking to a woman because he said, "Yeah, I cut the cheese, but then you lick the knife," because I think he means I stick my penis in your butt. And so
no, you don't fart out of your penis. Now we have to dissect the joke. No, the fart is his butthole. The butthole cuts the cheese.
Yeah.
The cheese is the fart. The butthole is the knife. And then she licked the knife.
Okay. But what it
the more I think about it, the less it makes sense. The whole thing doesn't make.
No,
it doesn't make sense.
It's a ring knife. It's a ring knife. Theoretically, I guess. It's a circle knife. I guess it's a ring knife. It's a bottle. And then, what he's saying is that he farts and then a woman licks his butt. Am I thinking about this too much?
No,
Yes.
So
because when it comes down to it, I don't really, because I know people say pinch the loaf, but my poop, when I try to get it all out, I try to get it in one go.
I try to.
Poop is bread. No, poop is bread, but a fart is cheese because it stinks. But a loaf, a poop is bread because you could theoretically cut it for.
But bread also has an aroma, and cheese is also a solid.
But cheese smells bad, and bread never.
You guys sound both like House of Representative members from Oklahoma. You know what I mean? Like you sound like deep in the South, like just taking up time.
If you ain't thinking about how much your bread smells, then you ain't thinking about how much we're spending on these pork bellies.
Don't
even bring up anything tangible.
Bacon
There's
as
never
a
been a
1/22nd. I'm 1 out of 22nd parts American Cherokee, and I know that farts are spirits.
I do believe that.
I know it came up. It came up last episode.
It came up.
Yes, why not? Aren't they just little ghosts leaving your body?
Let's go ahead and start the next. Let's just start this video, and then let's just kind of let this play while we're talking, and I'm thinking about hanging out at a cabin, having a fun.
Honestly, I'm dragging all of you to the middle of nowhere this year. We're going
hanging
camping.
out in a stupid cabin is the only thing we can do right now.
This is so fun. Honestly, this looks so much fun.
Yeah, we just went and hung out in a cabin last weekend. It was fun.
The thing about
it's raining, you have a couple of whiskey drinks.
The thing about a cabin, man, is that it's got everything that your house has, but then it's someplace else.
Yeah, but it's slightly less comfortable. It's slightly less comfortable, and you feel like you can take a shit outside and not be shamed.
The words scare me, man. I don't like the woods.
I love the woods.
Woods are fine. Woods aren't scary, Henry.
Very scary.
Just because you grew up in Queens, the woods are actually very peaceful. The woods are where you run. What did that tree do to God, man? What did you to us, man? Why did that tree?
Don't worry, man.
Get out of the shot with your other camera.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, my God.
I want to see that again.
I hope
I don't.
Also,
I don't think that the elk that they killed was big enough to actually mount. It looks like it was a baby elk that they killed. Those horns are certainly not large enough to mount, but
I think it's around 40 seconds. Start at 40 seconons.
I wonder if that tree was gay or something. God just destroyed it for some reason.
I don't know.
Whoa!
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. I'm going to see this again.
Everything's fine. We're just chilling out. Rainy day.
Yeah, things are okay. That's fucking
honestly
cool, dude.
That is cool. They didn't they celebrated, but then the house there did get devastated, and probably someone could have died. But
yeah, man, what a pain in the ass that is to deal with that too. Honestly, like just to have it explode like all over your house. That's fucking scary. Again, I'm scared of nature. You know what I like? Miami. I like Chicago.
Miami's nature. Oh my god!
I mean, the beach is different. The beach is nice. You can go get a fucking.
You like the beach?
Go
the Chicago beach?
No, Chicago's got the lake, but Chicago's a city. I like Vegas. I like a lot of city. I like concrete. I like birds being too tired to fly anymore because there's nowhere to land. I like taking the rivers and straightening them. I like when they take the rivers, just canals, and then they take all the buffalo and they move them and they make a highway. I think that's all fun.
Well, I mean that stuff does need to happen as well, but the you can like both. You can always enjoy both. I love Las Vegas and camping.
Yeah. Well, when we finally do go camping, we do have a question. We have a problem that we're going to have to solve. The problem is, where do we put our hot dogs?
Oh, I thought it was where all the condoms go.
Let's check it out.
Inside of your body. All right. Why?
It's the full package. Let's see it again.
Is this an actual food for sale? Is this a food for sale?
Man, this is awesome. I want a hot dog balloon.
How do you get it?
Oh!
That's fun as hell, dude.
You've all been there before.
Man,
man.
I would love. How fucking dope would I be at a barbecue if I pull up and I got my fucking steak bladder? You don't know it. You just think I tell everybody they'll think I have a colostomy bag, but I'm just shuffling in with this big, like wobbly, wiggly plastic thing I got in front of me, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, I guess the steaks we didn't defrost them in time," and then I just like, hold on a second, boy. Them out, dude.
You eat with your eyes first, and I'm going to say that was the least hungry I've ever been for a hot dog that I've seen. That was not good. It's also the sound. It's too. Also the color. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah, you don't like mayonnaise on your hot dog?
You ever had it though?
Man,
that's like more Chicago.
No,
I think
Europe.
I wish I could see the
Chicago
chat so
dog
immediately yell at me because I believe that the Chicago dog, maybe I'm wrong, has mayonnaise in it because I know it's pickles. They have, I believe the Chicago dog is just mustard, pickle, and hot dog.
It's got pepper and pepper.
Ketchup. I think ketchup was Chicago's dog.
And onions. To be honest with you, maybe this is controversial. No one ever eats a hot dog. No one eats a Chicago dog. I've never seen anyone eat it. New York pizza, people eat it because you're actually on the go and it's just a plate with cheese on it. I have never seen a human being eat a Chicago-style hot dog.
I watched Eddie eat 3.
I've never seen.
I watched Eddie eat 3 of them, and then I had to sleep with him in a hotel room, and the fucking smell that came out of his fucking asshole. I thought I smelled like I was trapped inside of a walrus.
Oh, kind of biblical.
Let's watch another one.
Oh, I love Lincoln Memorial. That's my favorite memorial.
It really is beautiful. I like how big everything is.
Is that Joe Biden? Oh my God.
Oh, I remember this.
Why are you doing this? Hello?
Okay.
You my son?
That hello was like he hadn't. It was like the Mummy. If the Mummy had a line in the movie.
Look, he had a big day. It was a big day, and it was late.
You know, we have my room picked out. It's very close.
Isn't that weird? If you say hello in a certain tone, it also sounds like, have you seen my feet? Like it also sounds like hello. Like, and you immediately are like, yeah, what do you need? You're in your car. Have you seen my car? You're driving it.
Am I still vice president?
You're president now.
Can I go to sleep forever yet?
Oh,
hello.
Hello. Have I fixed it? Is everyone still sick?
Well, this next one. Actually, I mean, are we? We got what? 5 minutes left.
Let's do 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right,
Sure.
5 minutes. So we got a few more stories. This one, you got to hear the whole thing. It's short, but it's got a point.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Good morning. Air Jordan is taxiing for takeoff. Legendary basketball great Michael Jordan is getting ready to return to the game he loves today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
I wonder if he got
surprise
scooped
9/11
in the story that day.
I miss a surprise 9/11. It's been so long since I've forgotten it happened too early in the morning.
Honestly, I actually now. So I was taken by the 7-Eleven, or not 7-Eleven, by 9/11. I've been going to 7-Eleven a lot. But then, yes, now I'm also remembering they said taxiing for takeoff, and he's ready to fly again. And
Buddy. And then I just see him jumping the iconic pose of him jumping through the air, just slamming in the building too. And then you just see Dennis Rodman just like grabbing people, jumping out of the buildings. That would have been a fun meme. We didn't have as many.
That would have been fun.
Him like saving.
He really
like,
did.
What if the Chicago Bulls ran New York?
Oh, yeah. Well, they definitely destroyed the frickin' Knicks many times. Not comparing that to 9/11 though, because we didn't get into a forever war after the Knicks continually suck.
The Knicks have been too bad for too long.
For too long. This is the long con to try to make them back. People care about New York sports again. Didn't know that Dick Cheney had he had stocks in MSG. No one knew.
Yeah, the food.
I like this one. This might bring back some memories, Henry.
I remember watching. I remember feeling the cold, dead lump that was that guinea pig. People love guinea pigs, and they say that they have personalities, but I still have never found one to have one. I know that's controversial. Some people love guinea pigs.
Look at the screen.
Oh man, fight! Fight!
Guinea pig fight!
Fight!
Guinea pig fight!
Whoa, Jim! Whoa! My style.
Whoa! That guinea pig! Don't fuck with that guinea pig, my man!
In a fight, which I learned, what someone told me early, is that for when you're small, you get high ground. So my goal is, if I ever get a fight, when everybody's scoring around for positioning, I get up on a chair somewhere near everybody, right? And then you wanna come at them sideways. Like just like that, where you throw.
That guy just took another piece of this lettuce.
And Henry, watching you on that fucking chair is like watching
a card. It's actually hard to get down. It's hard to get down.
Honestly, if you end up if you Terry Schiavo yourself, we don't have to take care of you because we've made that rule that if any of us end up in a coma, that we're not taking care of each other. I can't deal with that.
No.
Well,
it's over. You're alone. Natalie's going to pull the plug. We're not going to be there.
Think about how much like great coverage we'll get every single time we do our like you guys will be being all wacky and zany and then cut to me like, I mean, like we think he would have said something like this. Like you can get like writers and stuff, and they can say something they think I would say, and then like every once in a while, he's go,
yeah.
Like, oh, he can move. He's acknowledging us. He's so strong.
He is. All right, one more video, and then we will be back. We will be back every Tuesday. We are doing this. This is obviously we're working. We're figuring it all out. But thank you all so much for being with us.
We'll have the chat going. We'll have all this shit, and then also, honestly, we are still waiting to have this so-called meeting with Twitch that was supposed to be given to us. So we will find out.
They keep on saying. They keep on saying stuff like, we're busy. Who are you? Why are you contacting us? And stuff like that. So
never lose your ball erection.
Well, no, never ever.
Thank you.
Well, this last one.
You literally can barely
very much.
Obviously, Jesus fucking Christ. It's so obviously dick and balls.
Now we're off of YouTube.
All right. So this last one, this is a check-in here before we start. This is a check-in with our old friend Ted Pillman.
Oh,
you know,
Ted. Oh yeah, because they forgot his new character, Ken Bastard.
Ken Bastard, yeah. This is a video that he did a year ago, January 6th, 2020, about his The new pee spot that he found in Hollywood.
Well, I'm in the back parking lot of the Cahuenga Library here in East Hollywood. And it's later in the day. Most of the people have gone. And that's just what I was looking for. Because sometimes I need to find the right pee spot where you have a little privacy, you know. I'm not homeless, but I
know this, Serge. I
a
know
little bit away from my small little room.
homeless.
And I need to find a place quick. I can't take my time on it. And so what I just did now, I found a nice little spot right around here. I'll show you. Well, this is a good pee spot. There's an indentation here going back to the bricks.
Oh, okay.
I'm basically out of sight from people standing around.
You want some shrubbery?
So
This is pretty good.
And this fence kind of give me privacy. If I were to try to find a second pee spot, I'd go here.
Dude, we can find Ted Tillman. We can hang
all
out with
can
him.
guess this. We've all done it.
No.
There's would be a good pee spot, but there's cement and people have to walk on that. So I was looking around for a new pee spot when I'm over this way, because sometimes all the bathrooms are tied up. So that's what I've noticed, and I'm going to keep trying it. And I'm going to find maybe 10 more pee spots around East Hollywood. Over and out. Thank you.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Wait a second. He didn't even show it.
Honestly,
I thought. To be honest, I think he's slowing down because the old Ted Tillman I knew would have showed me some piss.
He didn't ever piss. He just smeared some shit on his face and sang about farts.
I think that he would have.
Up the ante. We're all here in quarantine, and what do we have to do, right? What we have to do is challenge ourselves as artists. That's all we have is our own parameters. We only have our own bars to set for ourselves. So if we don't challenge ourselves to rise above the quote-unquote humdrum art that all of you receive every day. How many of you guys receive all of this canned bullshit all day?
Every day. Never forget, folks, we're just a couple of fleas hanging out on a perineum in between an asshole, balls, and a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm a flea, but I have a fun hat on. That's how you know I'm an entertainer flea.
Yeah.
And then you people like that flea. Or they try to, and then sometimes they resent that flea. And then they try to kill that flea. They try to kill it several times. You know what I mean?
Hail yourselves, everyone. Can't wait
Next
to be
week.
back with you.
Next